There was an interview a while back with a child predator named Jack Reynolds. And he was asked specifically how he targeted kids. And even more specifically, he was asked what characteristics he looked for in a child. He surprised the journalist because he said more than the characteristics of the child, he looked at the family. And if there was a strong father who posed a threat, he stayed away. So for those of us who are fathers, this tells us at least three things. One is you'd better be a threat. And there's multiple reasons for that fact. You'll even some people say, well, that's not necessary. After all, we have the police, we have the military. That's their job, isn't it? And the answer is yes, it is their job. And it doesn't matter. Because I will tell you right now that if you're ever in a position where your child needs you and you're not able to protect them, not because you lack the opportunity, but because you lack the capability or the capacity, it's not going to matter who else should have done the job. Because after all, it was yours. You're the father. So what does capacity mean? Capacity is actually being mentally prepared enough to use violence when it's necessary. I once had a young man approach me and he wanted to talk to me about joining the military. And he wanted to join Special Forces. And he was coming to me because I had served in Special Forces and I had done combat tours. And we talked a little bit about the unit, what its purpose was, what it did, whether or not it was a good fit. But one of the questions that I asked him was, have you ever been punched in the face? Now, the question wasn't meant to be funny or arbitrary. It was there to determine whether or not he had ever found himself in a situation where he had been hit, and what did he do when he found himself in that situation? Because that's the part that always tests you. The ability to physically defend that which you love starts with mastering the ability to choose fight over flight. It is first and foremost a psychological decision to choose the safety of someone else over your own. And the recognition that not all disagreements are going to be solved through peaceful debate or civil discourse. Now, capability is more obvious. Can you fight? And I'm not suggesting you have to be the personification of whatever professional fighter or warrior you might have in mind, but you better be able to do something. Not because it's likely that you're ever going to have to use it, but because if you can, in the moment where someone you care about needs you, you will never forgive yourself, and maybe you shouldn't.